Hello, 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 hello. Check, 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 check. Which one do you want me to use?
I think. Hold on, I gotta get them in white shirts. Hey, sorry, just realized this. You guys gotta be in white or something else, right?
Hello out there in
two darks.
Doubles Association Live land.
Light and a dark.
It's Andrew Slater
Lower seed.
from the University Club of Boston. I'm here with defending champion Robin Clarke, pro at the Toronto Cricket and Skating Club. Robin, these guys are all experienced doubles players. What do you think is going to happen here?
Well, thanks for having me on the show, Andrew. Let's be clear, it's the Toronto Cricket Skating and Curling.
Oh yes, curling.
You forgot
How
about,
could I
you forgot
forget
about
the curling
up in Canada.
Yes. You know, Robin, I never have curled sober. How about yourself? Have you curled?
I've never curled ever, period.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have experience. But anyways, let's talk about the match. Witten Morris, I never watched him play except I watched him for the first time down at Sleepy Hollow a few weeks back that Greg MacArthur put on. What a great event, by the way, that was.
All right, Ferreira.
And have you ever played at the Sleepy Hollow Country Club?
I have not. New court, but you're right. Witten is 43. He's out of the Heights Casino. Multi-time winner of the U.S. Nationals amateur title holder with a few partners. And he's partnered with Mike Ferreira, who plays out of the University Club of New York.
Yeah.
He's got South African and English connections. And actually, Robin, you beat him in the finals last year, I believe. I
did. Scott Arnold and I took him and Swiss down in a hard-fought 5-game battle. I mean, they're a good team. Like I said, I saw Witten play a couple weeks ago. He's a very steady player. He hits it hard, hits really good angles. And he didn't seem to tire. So I was actually quite impressed with his level of play. How old did you say he was? 43. And I told him before he went on that he is the hardest hitting guy over 40, I think. Okay. So that basically sums up his game. He doesn't make errors and he hits it hard. Yeah. Their opponents in white on the left wall is local pro John Roberts, who is from Northern Ireland, and he is the assistant pro at the Harvard Club here in Boston, and he played for Yale. The last team, Trinity had their run, actually won the intercollegiate, and he won the decisive match. His partner is actually Finnish. Ahmed is had a few good results this year, and he's the assistant Harvard coach. So we got two local guys, not from the U.S., and two guys based out of New York. And we've got a quick lead for Ferreira Morris. Yeah, Hamid was a good PSA singles player. I remember him on tour a little bit, and his racket is incredible. So I think with a little more doubles match play and experience, he's going to be a player to watch
And he's going to climb the rankings pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, he's been at this club playing the Mass States the last few years. So he's gotten into a lot of good games recently. So his doubles IQ is definitely coming up. The other interesting thing that Ahmed's done in his career is that he used to do the national news in Finland, and he gave that up to come back to Boston. And
are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. He was like the national news guy, and he basically would rather stay here and play squash and teach squash than be a national figure in Finland.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
That's some heat. That went right through John Roberts'
something
legs.
dropped off
Yeah,
something.
he completely whiffed. He's not too happy about that one.
Yeah, I think in general that's going to be the story of the match. I think if John can get the ball over Witt's head and get Mike playing from the door at the back of the court, we all know how good Mike's hands are. His only issue is whether or not he's going to be consistent enough to keep the ball in play.
Right,
Nice
and every right
4-3
waller's job we would think is to try and set up the left waller.
Yep.
And Mike definitely can put the ball away. So we're probably going to see Winton, bring the heat over to the left wall and really bother John. And we'll see whether Mike can, pick up the pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to have to isolate Winton this match, make Mike hit as few balls as possible, because at that point he tries to go for a little too much because he's kind of out of the match.
6-3.
And you may see a few more errors spring from the racket. Yeah. But I mean, I'm anticipating this to be a good battle if they play well, if both teams play well.
Not up.
They've started off with a few errors, and Mike's hit probably 3 winners.
7-3.
They're out to a 7-3 lead on your screen. There it is. They're out to a quick 7-3 lead. So the team in white has really got to
7-3.
settle down here if they're going to stay in this first game.
Oh, yeah.
Nice shot.
Side out, 4-7.
Yeah, very quick hands by John to put that away, even with the heat.
Yeah, this court is I found last year it was a power court for sure. When the crowd is packed, it is hot in there, and
yeah, the outdoor temperature.
It's very difficult to take the ball in short, and if you miss it, the ball's going to come back at you 100 times faster. So there's a bit of kind of pressure and worriness taking the ball in short at times.
Yeah, the ceiling too is open to the elements in a way, in that it's a very thin ceiling. So if it's really cold, the court plays cold, and if it's hot and humid, it really is tough to put the ball away. Although there's one thing I noticed when I was up in Toronto playing, you guys had a pretty good batch of balls. The balls this year, I find, are a lot spongier. And so you can't really bring it as much.
Second man.
Have you noticed that on tour?
It's John.
I haven't. No, I've noticed that with every batch, you get 2 or 3 that break after the first 5 points.
Yeah, they don't last too long
normal.
this year. It's every batch is a little different, and the ones that we have down here in Boston are it's almost like playing with a softball initially. You play half a game, so near the end of the ball's life, a drop lob tends to work, but. It looks like Ferreira and Morris are putting the heat on here.
Well, I mean, thank God we've got Slater here to be the court condition expert, because we would never know about the ceiling and its temperature differences between seasons and how it plays. It's a great shot.
Unlike the Toronto Cricket Club, where everything is climatized, three courts at the Toronto Cricket.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful facility.
That's it. I think we were the only private club in the world with 3 courts until Baltimore
the Maryland Club.
Until the Maryland Club came in and built their 3rd one. There's also another 3-court club in Toronto called Cedar Springs, and that's more of a public facility.
Yeah, they were always a big tennis.
Exactly, yeah. I'm actually surprised they've maintained the 3 doubles courts over the years.
Yeah, this seems to be the theme, and John Roberts is having to see a lot of balls, and it looks like he's really got to steady up here.
Yep. That's the thing with doubles. Actually, Clive Leach actually told me something pretty interesting when I first came on tour, and he was saying, which kind of stuck with me, no matter who you play on the doubles tour, it's going to be a grind. Because it's difficult to put the ball away at times, and most of the guys who are playing the tour have all a high level of singles background.
Right.
So his comment to me was, if you're losing 3-love, you didn't try hard enough. And he was just saying that no matter what match he plays, he's always thinking that if he can get away without playing 5, that's a bonus.
12-5.
Yes.
But he goes in with the mentality of, I'm going to grind this out to 5, which is in a way a good mentality because it keeps you patient. It's, you're not forcing the winner or the mistake. And in the end, you notice the top teams, no matter who you play, it's difficult to beat a team under 10 points if they're grinding and moving well.
Side out, 6-12.
Yeah, I think certainly at the pro level, keeping your errors down is paramount, especially because everybody at this level hits the ball hard. They're pretty good wheels. And actually,
he's got to get it over his head. Yeah.
Compliment to you last year. I thought that you were an excellent backboard, and that people were trying to prey on you, and you basically kept the ball in play and took your time. You were willing to go out there for one match. So congratulations on your style last year. Are you still playing that way, or are you?
Well, last year was interesting because I didn't actually play much SDA. I played, I think, 3 events, and that's because I was just a little too busy at the club to get away for the weekend. And so, as you know, when you don't play a lot of doubles, it's tough to get the feel of the ball. So I actually didn't feel comfortable taking it in at all last year. And so that was my game. It was hit it hard, be a backboard, and last as long as I could. Luckily, I had Scott Arlo on the right to blow some balls by them with his huge forehand pace.
So, these guys, Roberts and Ahmed, Ahmed let that ball go for John, and he didn't say anything. And John,
first game,
not a happy camper there. They basically got blown out in that game. So they're going to have to settle down. So they're coming over the drinking fountain. They're probably
they're going to have to use a lot more height and width on this court to push Mike and Witten back.
Ferreira Morris lead 1 game to love. Second game Laval.
For the first round of 16 match, we've got Michael Ferreira and Wynton Morris up 1-love against John Roberts and Hamid. The team in white is local, both non-American, but both assistant coaches in the Boston area. This tournament is kind of up for grabs, I think, because the top 2 players in the world have serious injuries. Manik Mathur, who was playing with Damien Mudge, he tore his Achilles early in the season, and Damien Mudge elected to do some off-season knee surgery, but he won't be back until next season, if at all. So a lot of the up-and-coming players are all here in Boston this weekend to take advantage of the money and the points. including Robin Clarke, defending champion.
1-all.
It looks like Robertson Ahmed won the first point, so positive start in the second game.
Yeah, that was a better point. I think, again, like if the team in white has a chance of winning, like these rallies are going to have to be really long, and they're going to have to get Witten and Mike to the door. Like they're not getting any height. They're not getting it by them.
Not up, thank you.
And so, oh.
Yeah, the interesting thing too is that, as you were saying earlier, Winton in blue on the right side is the older player, very experienced doubles player, but they started serving to him when they won that first point. So there looks another good shot by John Roberts.
I was actually just about to say this isn't a very good rally for white because again Ahmed was just kind of blowing balls at waist high to Mike. I think
and John just slammed it into the neck with a forehand.
I think the team in white has to recognize that they're going to win this match not through pace, but it's going to be through angles and width and height and depth. Can you repeat what I just said? The same four words.
Oh, you mean doubles 101?
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to isolate Winton, and John had an opportunity there. He was out in front and tinned it. So there's a crucial error that we were talking about.
Yeah, it's an error, but again, all four players are on the service line, so I don't actually think that was the right time to play it. See, I think now we should play the.
Especially when you're down in the match.
Yeah, like this has to be an hour-and-a-half match, and they're gonna have to be patient. And again, I think you got to do the Jamie Bentley mentality and pick one player and absolutely ruthlessly attack them for an hour and a half, and that player would be Witten.
Yes, Jamie Bentley, for sure there, Robin.
Oh, Bentley would love me saying that. He looks at him. Okay, every ball. That's his style. And to be honest with you, it works most of the time because, as you know, doubles is the great equalizer.
Exactly. Jamie was got to about 20th in the world in singles, but before Damien Mudge finished his career, Jamie definitely the greatest right wall player ever.
Oh yeah.
I had many battles with him. Only came out a winner a few times.
Yeah, and how many ball hits did you have? Do you have any?
Oh, classic. I was his favorite target.
Yeah, I bet. You would be mine too, to be honest. I gotta say.
You're tough to hit on the left wall.
Two batter errors are 40 years apart.
So here we are. Winton's really keeping his game simple here. He's just hitting it hard and not making errors, which is
4-5.
And
that's his game.
Well, it's his game, but also he's always paired himself with a left wall shooter. He's won the U.S. Nationals with Eric Fulchek, and he's won it with a kid I coached, Trevor McGinnis.
Yeah.
Great lefty, awesome shooter, and so he's always relied on being steady, fast, and hit the ball hard. So they're appealing something here. Winton got the ball, and the other team appealed, so the point did stand for Ferreira Morris. They were just surprised that he was off balance and just kind of snuck in a winner.
Nice shot. Nice width there.
Yeah,
that's a great shot.
Yeah, John Roberts actually hit a very nice angle. Winton whiffed on it, and Mike was able to pick it up, but they still lost the point.
That's it. Get a little more height on the wall. Oh, a little short. That's better. Yeah, there's not a lot of top teams in the world that's a great shot too. They're starting to find their rhythm here, and they're attacking at better positions.
Yeah, it took like 10, 12 hits before they went on the offensive, and rather than doing it right away when they're kind of cold and behind. So definitely White had a heart-to-heart with each other, and they're definitely playing way better in the first game.
I would have hit that ball straight back at Witten. Good. Keep going. Yeah, keep going at him.
Well, I would have done the same thing too, because Winton almost got hit by the ball, jumped up in the air, was off balance. So,
well, see what Witten does. See, Witten keeps going after John when he gets one ball.
Yeah, well, I think it's always safer for the right wall guy to do that.
Yeah.
And basically he wants to get Michael into the match. I mean, Witten is not going to put the ball away. He doesn't want to do that.
John
It's never been his game. So
7-6.
And we're having a little break here because it's
right.
tight. So each team is kind of talking to each other, and maybe there's something new
7-6.
that they want to work on.
It almost seems faux pas this day and age for teammates to communicate with each other between points. You don't see it very often.
7-6.
That was something when I was first learning doubles. I learned a lot from Jamie, and Jamie said, "I don't know why you guys don't talk more. Why don't you guys communicate a little more and kind of get on the same page?"
Well,
and I kind of agree. There's a lot of things that happen, a lot of subtle things that happen.
It's
with
a team
every game.
It's a team game.
And
You got to huddle up sometimes.
Yes,
that's a great shot.
7-6.
I don't know what happened there. Did Witten ask for a let after?
Well,
It was.
I need to see a replay of that one.
And there was interference on the way. I thought so, yeah.
It almost looked like Ahmed hit a
think?
winning
No?
drive, and Witten called a let for interference
7-6.
when I don't know whether there was any. That's not the wrong shot, but you got to keep it up.
Side out.
Yeah,
You got to make them work for every point.
Yeah, you can't hit the 10. Even if you don't nick it, if he gets it back, then regroup, take another 3 or 4 hits, but you just can't put yourself out of the point.
Especially at 7-6, you're up 7-6. It's the middle of the game. You're
right in there.
Yeah, you got a 1-point lead. I can't tell you how devastating errors in the middle of a rally are to the energy of your teammate. I hate making an easy mistake. I look over, I feel so bad.
Here's Mike Ferreira, who's
Nice
got
shot.
a two-handed backhand, and he can bring it with the two-handed backhand. Now Ahmed asked for a let, and they gave it to him.
Yeah, it was a let.
But it was a let, but it was a good change of strategy from Mike to try it down the middle, just to test it. You don't want to. Oh, okay. So we're gonna play another let there.
Yeah. So I'm starting to see that the same trend with the white team from the first game. They're not getting much width. They're not getting any height. I'm not sure whether that was up or down, but again, he's attacking from a very defensive position.
It was down. So Ferreira and Morris go up 8-7.
I think they need to grind a few long points here. You're always going to get a shot in every rally. That's the one that you really need to go for.
Yeah.
And
so
if you force it.
Yeah, Mike kind of floated that 3-wall, and Ahmed actually walked in and hit one off his right hip. Normally you'd prepare for something coming off the left wall, and excellent shot by Ahmed there to change it up. Well, they got lucky on that because Mike floated another 3-wall, and good hands.
Slater, I'd love to see a lob. Wouldn't you love to see a lob? I'd love to see a lob right now from Team White.
That's all. I agree.
A lob, eh?
The lob. I was the junk man, so I wouldn't hit the same shot twice. I love not hitting it hard at somebody for a change.
Well, I think that probably made you such a great player. It was difficult to kind of pinpoint what shot you were actually going to play. Lift it. Hit him. Oh. Always go after your opponent when he's stuck in the front third.
Except that I think to go after Witten, he would have had to go through his partner Ahmed. That's why he lobbed it, because that would be embarrassing. There was one time on match ball against Dolmage and Waite where I drilled your friend Taylor Fawcett in the back of the head coming around because he cleared to the wrong spot. 15-14 the fifth to Waite and Dolmage. I wake up at night, in a cold sweat thinking about that match.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It was a beaut.
It's a good boast. Lift it back up. No, wrong shot.
Yeah, that's good. There's going to be a let here. See, John actually had position on him, and he kind of floated it in. So we're gonna play a let there. 10-8 for Mike Ferreira and Winton Morris. Winton goes. Wow.
Timely error again.
Wow.
You can't make that mistake.
11-8.
Got to keep the ball in play here. You don't want to go down 2-love to this team, because then, you know, that's the other thing with this tournament in Boston that actually I quite like. It's a larger draw. You need to win 4 matches to win the tournament for some of us who have to play tonight. Those lucky teams who don't have to play tonight are at home right now listening to us.
They were able to tour and take advantage of all those tournaments without Manic and Mudge and secure their ranking for this. I think this is the biggest tournament of the year. Prize money.
9-12.
Up to now.
I think up to now. I think there's a couple events with the same amount of prize money.
Yes.
The North Americans in a couple weeks is a 40K or is a 50K SDA event.
Who are you playing that with?
With Zach Alexander. Zach and I have kind of committed to the season.
Okay.
For the events
you know who gave me the scouting report on Zach Alexander? Was my friend David Palmer.
Oh, yeah?
Who was our touring pro here for a couple of years.
Yeah.
We were a doubles pair. We played in the summer a lot. Great athlete, former #1 multi-time British Open champ. He said this kid from Australia, Zach Alexander's got some talent, so I'm looking
Got some
forward
talent.
to seeing him.
Didn't Zach and David win gold medal at the Commonwealth Games in 16?
Yeah, we're
Pretty sure
talking softball double. We're talking softball
well,
doubles.
I mean, still, right?
I mean,
like
he's taking a step up here to play the hardball doubles.
Yeah, exactly, right?
13-9. We're going to play a let here, I think.
9-13.
Boy, in the old days, I would have played that ball because you had Ahmed kind of out of position, but
That's a good shot.
it's a gentler game now. It's not Law of the Jungle
10-13.
anymore.
Well, you know what, Slater? I think for you this weekend, I'm going to hit someone. How's that? And I'm going to look at you.
With a lob.
I'm going to look at the camera.
Okay,
14-10.
all right.
Yeah.
With a lob,
I'm gonna
though.
point.
Well, you know.
Yeah, with a lob. Because as you know on the doubles tour, if you get hit, or if you hit someone, you're going to get hit twice as hard.
Yeah, there could be
that's a
payback.
stroke.
There's always payback.
Second
And
game, 15-10.
kind of a loose ball by John.
Yeah, there it
and he
is.
Paid the price. Okay, so they're a little better, but they were close, and they're down. Love 2, and we're going to take a little break here and freshen up and get ready for the third game. And we'll be back with Robin Clarke and myself, Andrew Slater, in 2 minutes.
In a quick jiff.
Okay, Ferreira Morris, lead 2-love. Third game, love all. Things are good?
Okay, this is Andrew Slater back at the University Club of Boston.
It's awesome, actually. We're really
It's our first round of 16 match. Currently, Mike Ferreira and Wynton Morris lead John Roberts and Ahmed 2 games to love. And basically, the oldest guy in the court, Wynton Morris, has held his own. Announcer's curse right there, where they went to Wynton with a strange angle that went through the middle, and the white team goes up 1 game to 0. Sorry, one point. And another nice shot by team in blue, forced an error. So we're 1-1 is the score. The third game. Wynton hit a winning reverse there. Ahmed didn't see that all that well. Team in white has just dug themselves a little bit of a hole. Down 1-2. Local pros who have had a few years doubles experience. The team they're playing against, although Wynton's 43 and has played doubles all his life, even when he was a kid. Remember playing him as a junior when he was at Heights Casino. He's won several U.S. national titles in the amateur ranks. 4-1 for Ferreira and Morris. Nice shot by Mike Ferreira. They were debating whether the ball was good or not. A clean winner, so 5-1. Wynton Morris serving to Ahmed, assistant coach of the Harvard team.
Yes, let.
Ahmed went through the middle here, but I think it's going to end up as a let because went right through his partner John Roberts' legs. And Mike Ferreira, rather than hitting his opponent, called a let. Another great reverse by Mike Ferreira. You'd think at this point that the white team would maybe go over to the right and kind of freeze out Mike Ferreira. Although there's an error. White team's in. Ahmed to serve to Mike Ferreira. 3-6. We don't have Robin Clarke with us at the moment. He's got to play a match, and he's got to get prepared. He's playing with Zach Alexander later in the night. We've got 4 rounds of 16 matches at the moment. Great length by Mike Ferreira. John Roberts did get the ball, but it hit the tin. So 3-6. We're going to play a let there, even though Wynton tried to hit John Roberts' ball. John avoided getting hit, and it came to the back of the court, and Ahmed was able to ask for a let. And we just saw a great lob by Mike Ferreira. Robin Clarke was begging for one, and we just saw one from Mike. Good heat by John and some angle, hit the side wall, induced Mike Ferreira into the error. Okay, little run here for the team in white. John Roberts serving at 4-7. Winton Morris content just to keep
5-7.
laying the lumber over to the left side. John's playing backboard at the moment. 5-7. Good angle there. Mike Ferreira
6-7.
tried to volley it and let it go, and it didn't come off the back wall. 6-7. Good comeback by the Boston pros. Going to play a let there.
6-7.
Michael Ferreira was not given enough space to hit his forehand. Power 10 by John Roberts with a setup.
Side out, 8-6.
Not happy. And his racket's not that happy either. Winton Morris hard serving, up 8-6. Good hold by John Roberts. He looked like he was going to really crush the ball, and he did a nice little roll corner. So Mike Ferreira serving up 8-7. Nice teamwork. Mike Ferreira letting it go for Winton Morris. Keep it in play.
Side out. 8-all.
Nice front wall side neck by Hamid. 8-all. White team has certainly made a great comeback here.
Stroke. 9-8.
Hamid serving to Winton Morris. Very nice shot by Hamid there. He hit what's called a reverse 3-wall from the backhand side. So when you get that angle, and you get the nick, it dies even before you can see what shot he's playing. Nice gap by John Roberts. White team playing a lot better now, putting a lot more pressure on the blue team. And we've had a player hit. It was just going to be a 3-wall bow, so it wasn't a full tilt hit.
10-8.
So we play a let on that. 10-8. Good choice of shot by Mike Ferreira. He put it through the middle, hard, low and hard, and that wins the point for the blue team. John Roberts to serve now at 10-9. Yeah, Winton brought the heat, but I'm not sure whether the ball hit some sweat or skipped, but definitely John's had trouble seeing the ball. Now they're down. Winton Morris, Hamid wants a timeout here. We're going to play 2 serves. 11-10, Mike Ferreira and Winton Morris. That could be trouble.
Stroke.
Mike Ferreira has asked for a let. It goes to the judges. It could be a stroke.
12-10.
Meaning a let point. John was in the way, so it has been awarded to the blue team. 12-10, we're going to play a let on that. 12-10 for Mike Ferreira, Winton Morris.
Yes, let. 12-10.
Going to play another let. Good positioning by Winton. Ahmed did really not see the ball well enough to be safe to play that, so he did call a let.
Down.
Winton Morris, 43 years old, just bringing the heat. 3 good angles, and finally puts it through John Roberts.
13-11.
Winning shot off. Well, apparently it hit the tin. So Mike Ferreira serving at 13-11. Only 2 points away from the match.
Not up, stop.
A little surprising error by
Side out,
Winton.
12-13.
The angle fooled him there. So Ahmed comes in serving 12-13. Critical point of the match here.
Second serve.
First fault. Second serve.
Yes, let.
Gonna play a let there, coming through the middle. Once again, really good position by Winton to kind of screen Ahmed a little bit so he doesn't see the ball that well. Good angle there. And we've come here to match point. John Roberts serving at 12-14 to Winton Morris. Team in local pros in white. A little bit of a desperation, and Ahmed hits the tin, and that's the first match. 3-love to the team from New York. Mike Ferreira of the University Club of New York, and Winton Morris out of Heights Casino in Brooklyn.
So yeah, that one's going on there next.
And we'll be back with the
No,
next
just,
round
8,
of
7 and
16
8.
match in probably about 10 minutes. So stick around on the SBA Live Network.
Greenberg, Bassett against Alexander, Clarke. Greenberg serving, best of 5 games, love all.
Okay, welcome to the second round of 16 match here at the University Club of Boston, the MFS Pro.
One love.
In green, we've got defending champion Robin Clarke on the left wall. He's the head pro at the Toronto Cricket Skating and Curling Club. And his partner is Zach Alexander from Australia, and he's based out of Westchester, New York. Their opponents in reddish, white shorts specifically, we've got Graham Bassett, who used to be here out of Boston, is now living in Philadelphia, out of the Racket Club of Philadelphia and Town. And his partner is Jordan Greenberg, and he's out of New York. And Bassett and Greenberg go to a quick 2-1 lead. Zach Alexander's coming in to serve. Graham Bassett is the U.S. squash and SDA representative in charge of the Pro Tour. So he's multitasking this weekend, playing and organizing, especially our SDA live feed and tournament draw, etc. Big opportunity for the players this weekend. The top 2 players in the world are out of commission for the rest of the year.
Yes, lad.
Manik Mathur, originally from India, and the head squash professional at the racket and tennis out of New York City. Tore his Achilles earlier in the year, and his partner Damian Mudge is going to be out anyway with knee surgery. So the top 2 players in the world are not on tour this year. So it's a huge opportunity for some young up-and-coming teams and players to get maximum points.
I can't see
this being the largest tournament of the year so far.
2-all.
Seeing a replay of previous point. Long rally here, both teams kind of feeling each other out. To point out that I heard some praises of young Zach Alexander from David Palmer, now the coach at Cornell University, but British Open winner,
slotted that.
Former world #1.
3-2.
So high praises from David Palmer about Zach Alexander.
Yeah.
Team in green. 2-2. Error from Jordan Greenberg, hit the tin on that forehand. Hopefully during this match we'll get some current pros on tour to voice their comments on their fellow players, but currently they're all preparing for matches or refereeing.
Right side, 5-2. Right.
Broadcasting from University Club in Boston. 5-2. Zach Alexander still serving. Should point out that Robin Clarke's defending champion partner, Scott Arnold from Australia, could not make it this weekend. all the players are using all 4 walls of the court here. Lots of strange angles to hopefully open up the court.
Left side, 6-2.
Bassett hit the tin there. Zach Alexander on the left side serving 6-2.
Nice shot.
Nice
right side,
shot
6-2.
from the back of the court.
6-3, sorry. Right side.
Side for Jordan Greenberg. 6-3. Clarke serving over to Bassett.
Nice shot. 7-3.
Nice juicy ball there for Zach Alexander to bury a front side overhead into the nick. Very nice shot. There's another one too.
Right side, 8-3.
Jordan Greenberg is signaling to his partner Graham to get the ball up in the air because of the deadly shot making in the front of the court by Zach Alexander. That one got away, that went out of court. Trying to play a safe shot, but
9-3.
With the huge crowd we have today, the air in the building is heated up, so that ball got away from Jordan Greenberg. Whoa.
Yes, lad.
It's kind of a weird ball that came through the middle. Robin Clarke was
9-3.
lining up, they had a forehand, and Graham was a deer in the headlights there. And was going to take one for the team, and at this stage of the match, it's better to call let.
Thank you. Hand out.
Good ball through the middle. The team in red caught Robin Clarke off guard there. Just couldn't have volley a forehand and make the front wall. Good angle by Zach Alexander. Here we go. There's the replay. Forehand.
Left side, 4-10.
Tough ball to retrieve by Graham Bassett. Graham Bassett
nice
has
job.
won
Stop.
U.S. Nationals before with
Hand out, 11-4.
longtime Boston resident
11-4.
Quick. Preston has retired from the tour and is in Denver. Only making a few appearances for Nationals and a few special tournaments.
12-4.
Here we've got the replay of Zach Alexander holding and hitting a beautiful reverse. 12-4 for Clarke and Alexander. And to be quite honest, the Bassett Greenberg team
Right side,
13-4.
13-4.
Just the superior play of Clarke and Alexander have got them down the hole here. Very nice shot making and no errors. Key to playing good doubles. Very nice reverse by Robin Clarke.
14-4, game ball, left side.
He appears a lot more confident. I guess that win last year was a big boost. and certainly dominating performance by him in the Can-Am Cup for Canada. He's tending to shoot a little bit more. All comes with confidence. Tight ball by Graham Bassett, and Robin
right
trying to
side,
get it back and
game ball.
let the ball fly out of court. Although it is 14-5 and game ball for the first game here. Error by Graham. A little unfortunate there.
Game 55.
15-5 to Robin Clarke. Zach Alexander will be back in 2 minutes with the second game from Boston. Okay, we're back live. We started the second game. It's Andrew Slater from the University Club of Boston. This is our second round of 16 match that's going on. We've got the team in green up 1-0. Robin Clarke from Toronto. And his partner, Zach Alexander, originally from Australia, now
Zach and Robin lead 1-0. Love all.
Playing Graham Bassett. Currently out of Philadelphia, and Jordan Greenberg.
How much work is it compared to school?
All right, 0-0.
Similar? Or, no, Graham
started play in the second game. We're going to call let there. Graham it cleared to the wall, and whoa, had Robin taken a full swing there. Oh, we're going to call that no let. Okay, bad bounce off the back. 1-0 to the team in red. White shorts.
Little fight for Ahmed.
We're going to call let there.
What a that's
playing the point over. 1-0. Greenberg serving the front. Comes around.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize. Oh, wow. Okay. That's nice job.
Good head fake by...
yeah, it's good. 1-0 left side.
There. It looked like it was going to hit
so
the
far,
reverse.
Yeah.
And
stronger.
hit it down the wall.
Just takes a little time to kind of build, you know. Get like stronger classes in and stuff. And, but the new facility's been incredible, and it's a pretty nice place to hang out, which is awesome. And a nice transition. Very different to the Harvard Club where I was before, but it's been good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Little opening for Zach Alexander to go
2-1
front right, but he hit the pin. Graham Bassett serving 2-1.
Not on a shocker.
Nice shot
3-1.
Front left corner. 3-1. Good start for the team in red in the second game.
Good ball.
Ball down the middle.
Hand out,
Zach
2-3.
Alexander. He takes it with the backhand and hits the front side nick. Team Greenberg, 2-3.
Shot.
You can see a replay here of Jordan Greenberg getting up in the air and hitting an overhead. Here was a setup for Rob Clarke, and he goes for reverse, which he makes. He's serving 3-4, Graham Bassett. Good pickup by Jordan Greenberg. Zach Alexander's hit a couple of winners in that front right corner, front side nick. And that one he didn't nick, and Jordan just fired up a very nice defensive lob. Good angle from 5-3. Winds up and hits a good angle, and Zach Alexander had trouble with his footwork. Good angle by Graham though. Team in red up 5-3.
See that?
Second game, having lost the first. Interesting replay here. Graham hit catch.
Left side, 5-4.
Clarke off guard there. Hit it pretty hard to his back, and Robin was waiting for it and hit it even harder back through the middle for the winner.
No, nice shot.
Ball through the middle by Graham Bassett.
5-all.
Zach Alexander with the old backhand, but he kind of apologizes for his winner there. He either hit the frame or he was lucky to even get it back. 5-all. Nice nick. The team in red coming through the middle.
5-6.
Got the front side nick. A little risky shot because if you miss it, the forehand player winds up and throws it from the full tilt. Nice nick by Graham.
Shot Jordan.
Ball
Ahmed,
through the middle.
7-5.
Greenberg's got the backhand and puts in a nice winner. That's a deadly shot by Zach Alexander. He's very good at hitting that front.
7-6, left side. Yeah, second man.
Not to give him a sitter in the front right corner. 7-6, Graham Bassett serving to Zach Alexander. Going to play a let there, Graham Bassett's
7-6.
backswing was hindered by Robin Clarke. Robin Clarke was not injured. So we're going to replay this a lot.
Oh, Jesus.
Kind of a lot of scrambling.
This is a lot of work
Red
here.
team.
Nice rally, guys.
Actually, a great rally. A lot of play in the front court. And Bassett not able to get that ball. Probably
Hand out, 7-all.
should have thought of lobbing and trying to float the ball into the net. With Robin Clarke right there. 7-all here, second game, University of Boston. Second round of 16 match here. Some good heat by Zach Alexander. He's got a very short backswing and can really bring the heat. Bassett and Greenberg discussing things, probably saying, do not give him that ball. Do not let Zach Alexander tee up in the front right corner. Crazy bounce in the back. Jordan Greenberg had to go to his backhand to get it back there. But he played a nice safe shot in that long rally here.
Yes, let.
Graham Bassett calling a let. Zach Alexander's ball came into the middle a little too much, and his partner was in the way, so Graham.
Yep, 8-7.
Playing a let. Trying a few lobs here. Mix it up. It's close here in the second game. Clarke and Alexander up 8-7. Gonna play another let. Robin Clarke wanted to volley that, but Graham's head was in the way. So
9-7.
I think he might want a left point there. In softball singles, you call it a stroke, but since Robin's partner hit that, it's only going to be a left. Ball through the middle, Graham
10-7.
elected to go for a shot and unfortunately hit the tin. All right, 10-7. Zach Alexander serving to Jordan Greenberg. Wow, that's some heat and good length too.
11-7.
Zach Alexander. Error from the back from Graham Bassett.
12-7.
5-point lead here for Zach Alexander serving to Jordan Greenberg. Both teams kind of mixing up the play here. Able to throw the ball at each other. Now we're seeing a series of lobs here, which ends with Zach Alexander. Beautiful overhead reverse. Wow.
13-7.
13-7. Nice
Left
shot.
side, 13-8.
Little roll corner. Hit with a lot of spin, and even though Robin Clarke looked like he was in position there, it was a tremendous shot by Jordan Greenberg. Power backhand by Graham Bassett with
handout 9-13.
Probably bounced about 3 times before it hit the tee line. Some good play currently from Bassett and Greenberg. They're down 9-13 though. Time. We got Graham
10-13. shot.
Oh,
he got it.
Off the play there. Almost out of the back. Clarke was able to dig it out. We've got some more lobbing, which flies out of court.
10-14, right side, game ball.
Was just trying to be gentle and safe, and
no, stop.
All the people here, it's really heated up the air, even though it's below freezing here in Boston. 14-10, this is game ball for Robin Clarke and Carl. Zach Alexander from Australia, now out of Westchester, New York.
Game 15-10.
There's some heat through the middle, and it's in by Bassett. So second game, the team in green, Robin Clarke and Zach Alexander will be back in 2 minutes. Okay, we're back for the third game of the second round of 16 match at the University Club of Boston. This is Andrew Slater coming to you courtside. Team in green, Robin Clarke, who's defending champion, although with a different partner this year. He's got young Aussie Zach Alexander with him. And they are up
1-love.
2 games to love and 1 love in this game. Playing Bassett, currently out of Philadelphia, U.S. squash, director of doubles, and definitely SDA live. His partner is Jordan Greenberg. He's about to hit the ball now. This match has been fun to watch. All the players kind of making good use of all 4 walls of the court. Kind of a bad bounce at the back there. Jordan thought about calling it and then played it and skied it. So Zach Alexander serving. 2-love. And that might be...
Yes, 2-love.
You know, if no one said anything in doubles, you got to call. You actually have to mouth the words let.
can't raise your racket like you can in singles. Because you don't know who's playing the ball. So Zach Alexander trying a lob to Graham Bassett. It landed a little short, and Graham took the forehand and hit it into the front wall side.
1-2.
Beautiful
hand
shot.
out.
Greenberg's in to serve. 1-2. Third game. Down. Love 2. Good rally here for the team in red. They're playing pretty good length. Robin Clarke gets set up there and hits the tin. He had position on Graham Bassett, so probably a pretty good risk to take to go for a shot, but ended up with an error. A rare error from Robin Clarke. Zach Alexander coming around with his backhand. Little side-to-side hitting
right
here.
Side,
Graham was
2-3.
set up for the
right side
forehand roll and hit the tin. Upset is certainly a chance to do something with the ball, but certainly at this level you have to keep your errors down. He's taking the same guy and he hits a beautiful forehand reverse. 3-all. Graham Bassett serving to Zach Alexander. The same guy again.
hand out.
Winners
4-3.
and errors. Zach Alexander up 4-3. Team Green is basically, keeping the ball in play, and the red team are trying to go for it and making errors. (4-4), third game. Trying to move the ball around, trying to move Robin Clarke, but when he gets into trouble, he's got some very nice defensive lobs. So that one, you see Jordan Greenberg going for an overhead reverse. And they're checking the ball. It could be broken, in which case that we'd have to replay the point and play a let.
I can't tell if that's gone. Is that gone?
Those of you who are unfamiliar with the
put it in the ball. Is that Whitten? Is this
you
gone?
have to give the ball directly to the referee who checks it. And judging by
is that gone in there?
Dejected face of Graham Bassett, I think the ball must be broken.
Yeah, it's still good. But you want a new one, yeah? Let's get a new one. I mean, it's not dead, but it's. What's that? Just take a new one, yeah.
Yes, the ball is broken, and yeah, we're going to have to warm the ball up. So we've got 2 games to love for the team in green.
Ahmed.
Robin Clarke and Zach Alexander. So in the old days, you'd have teams form up the ball. These days, each individual takes their hand at hitting, reverse posts to hit as many walls as you can to get that ball warm. And those doubles fans aren't familiar with the rule. You have to hit the ball with the racket to get it warm. You can't artificially preheat the ball in hot water or over a candle.
Yeah, they gotta warm the ball up.
You actually have to go in there and whack it around to get a good consistency and a good speed. Okay, looks like the teams are ready to continue. So, even though it was a good overhead by Jordan Greenberg, the ball was broken.
Hand out, 5-4.
So we've got to replay that point. We're playing a let. It's 4-all, third game.
Yeah.
I think the referee's got to
hand out,
decide
5-4.
which side, we've had a delay here, which side Jordan Greenberg was serving from. Oh, you know what? I guess they've given the point to Bassett Greenberg here. So I guess the ball was almost broken.
Yes, let.
Because the point was standing. 5-4, playing a let there. Jordan says, yeah, let's play a let because I really don't want you to hit me hard with that ball. The new one hurts more because it's
6-4.
firmer. Rare error by Robin Clarke. 6-4 for the team in red. Bassett and Greenberg. Nice backhand.
7-4.
Front side nick by Graham Bassett. It works better with the new ball because the ball is firm and stays down. Going to play a little.
Yes, lad, 7-4.
Go to the judges there because it might be a
right side
lead point for Zach Alexander.
Yeah.
They went to the judges and it's going to be lead only. So it means that Jordan Greenberg got out of the way just in the nick of time so that he could not be hit by the ball. We're playing a let. 7-4 for the team in red. Graham Bassett and Jordan Greenberg. Graham's got another winner here.
Left side, 8-4.
So even if your shot's not all that great, it's going to stay down. So Graham's got a good hand at the moment. And that was the announcer's curse because he
right
just
side,
had the
8-5.
set up and bang into the tin. Still up 8-5 though. Middle of the game is always critical, and this is Zach Alexander. This is his favorite shot at the moment. He's hit several winners this match with that little forehand front side, and he clipped the tin there. Oh, okay, so both players are going for the ball, and
6-9, hand out.
Jordan Greenberg ran into Robin Clarke's elbow, but it was too good a shot. Point stands for team in green, and they're in for their serves. They're coming in 6-9. Balls
6-10.
6-10, Robin Clarke serving to Jordan Greenberg. Graham Bassett with a power 10 here.
7-10.
Good angle by Zach Alexander. It required Graham to move his feet, and thought he could just, whack it with without the necessary footwork. Okay, got a few balls coming off the back wall here. Remember, new ball is a lot faster than so.
8-10.
Ball behind him. There's an error, and he's shaking his head. He's a little disappointed, especially since they're way up in this third game, and now it's only 10-8. Critical point in this game.
9-10.
Jordan Greenberg off the back foot hits a 10, and from what turned into a 4-point lead is now only 1. Both teams content to try their hand at going hard cross court. And
hand out, 11-9.
Robin Clarke is
11-9, hand out.
Because it was a potential let situation there, and he opted to play the ball with Graham Bassett being out of position. So you'd have to call it an error on Robin's part.
Shotgun.
Graham Bassett with a nice little backhand front side. Very nice
12-9.
12-9 for the team in red.
A shot. Right side, 12-10.
Jordan Greenberg thought he had a winner there, and Zach Alexander just popped in a short little reverse for the winner. It's 10-12. Team in green trying to finish this match in 3. The team in red, Graham Bassett and Jordan Greenberg, are fighting to stay in this match. Currently up 12-10. Long rally here. Lots of balls coming off the back wall. Lots of balls through the middle. Nice hold by Zach Alexander. Looked like he was going to hit a drop shot. Forced Jordan Greenberg to move up.
Hand out, 11-12.
He rifled a low, hard cross-court past him. Zach Alexander in for the team in green. They're currently down 11-12. Philadelphia by Zach Alexander. Good retrieval off the back wall by Jordan Greenberg, and then a hard cross court into the
12-all.
Nick. Weird angle for Jordan Greenberg to contain. Okay, we're 12-all, third game. Green team has caught up. Announcer's curse right there.
12-13, right side.
For Zach Alexander. He tried a little backhand roll that wasn't close. Good lob by Robin Clarke to get Graham Bassett back there, and they're going to go down the left wall a little bit. Nice forehand roll by Zach Alexander. He backed off Graham to the point where Graham couldn't really see it all that well, and he calmly hit the winner. Okay, 13-all, critical point here. Some good defensive work by the green team here. The
Red team are trying to be offensive here. Little Philly. Robin Clarke is thinking that he might want to let point here, but.
What do you say, Hammer? Hammer, what did you say?
What's going on?
What did you say?
13 all.
Yeah, I feel that, yeah. What's that?
I don't normally like to give let points.
Nah, because it was a side.
Occasion, I'd rather the player play the ball, and it looks like they've called a let. Another let.
13 all.
Okay, 13 all. Robin Clarke.
Yes, that 13 all.
Greenberg. They're just confirming the score. Yes, it is tight, gentlemen. Ball's come off the back wall. Graham Bassett with a forehand. Good retrieval by Robin Clarke. Very good defensive player. Good backboard. Just keeps him in a lot of matches. Very patient. That's why he's a defending champion. Nice.
That broke, didn't it? Yeah.
Oh, probably had a little score change there.
14-13, game ball. Handout. It's a handout.
It looks like the referee had the wrong score up on the board. The big.
There's two of you guys. You can't figure out what. 14-13, game ball.
Yeah, it's. All right, so it's 14-13. Jordan Greenberg serving to Robin Clarke. Big winner by Graham Bassett. So it gives him two chances at winning this game and getting right back into the match. Nice high ball into the back left corner. Robin Clarke, you could maybe hear it, was calling for the ball. Zach Alexander elected to play it early and play the backhand. So this is going to be an interesting call because Zach Alexander hit the net, and Jordan Greenberg's asking for a let. So it's whether he could have retrieved the ball, and they're going to the three judges.
Yeah. 14-all, match ball.
So it's probably going to be no let because it was a pretty nice.
Does he call a let on the racket
low
or the
crosswork by Zach Alexander, and sure enough, it's 14-all. So it's
left side, 14-all, match
we
ball.
play no set now in doubles, and it's game ball for Graham Bassett and Jordan Greenberg, but it's match ball for Robin Clarke and Zach Alexander. Big point here. And ball came up, and that's a match to
game match 15,
Robin Clarke
14.
And Zach Alexander. Error on the last point. Fun match to watch, though. All the players used all parts of the court. What we're going to do is we're going to try and get the last match to finish their match on this show court, and that way everyone in SDA Live land on the internet can see Will Hartnett and Clinton Liu taking on the magician Ahmed Anvari and his partner Andres Vargas. Stay tuned. We're going to get as soon as the last game ends on that, we're going to get it over onto the show court. Stay tuned.